All right. We are going to start with my water signs this week, okay? Not yesterday. Last week I did water signs last, but this week we're going to do you guys first, all right? So this is going to be your weekly for the week of August 28th. And let's see what's happening. We need to remember that we are in Mercury retrograde. Mercury is the planet of communication, guys, and it basically can cause a lot of, again, miscommunicating with friends, family, coworkers, all that good stuff. So you have to be super careful, really mindful of what you're trying to say and how you're trying to express yourself this week, especially my water signs, because obviously, hello, water is just all about emotion. So we have to just be really super careful. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a little bit of tarot, a little bit of life oracle, and I'm going to also pull kind of like what you guys might be feeling or what you might be going through. That way, when you're watching this weekly, it's something that you could try to avoid, right? So let's say, for example, I pulled the card of guilt, and it shows that maybe some of you might be in your feelings about feeling guilty about something or whatever. You knowing that that's what you might be feeling, it's when it hits, you'll know and be like, oh shit, that's what Green Knight said. Okay, so let me try to do some inner work. Let me figure things out. So that's what I mean, all right? So I'm going to start with just that exactly. We're going to start with what you guys might be feeling this week, especially like I said with this retrograde. Venus is also still in retrograde. And then we also have 6 other planets that are in retrograde as well. And they say that this is an event that happens once every 200 years. So a lot of people are feeling different things. I've been talking about this on my lives. I've been talking about this on the videos. Some of you might be feeling really motivated. Some of you might be feeling not motivated. Some of you might be feeling really, really tired. Some of you might be feeling with a lot of energy and not know what to do with it, right? So there's a lot of different feelings going on for different people. Again, it really depends on your placements. Like I said, don't forget that I do birth chart readings, guys. Basically, I break down, your top major things, and I kind of go into detail, and I do a whole video about it for you so it can kind of get you to understand more about yourself and a little bit breakdown of how you are as a person, kind of like how your mechanics are done from inside. So don't forget that I do offer that, all right? Those are 50. So let's get to it. Let's see what we got going on for my water sign. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Isn't it funny that I said guilt, but then grief pops up here? Oh, this goes right along with Mercury retrograde, guys. This goes right along with Mercury retrograde. Let me just get my hairs out the way. Grief. Basically, some of you might be feeling some type of way in regards to trying to let something go. And let me be honest about something. Mercury retrograde, as horrible as it can be sometimes, because you'll notice electronics don't work properly. Like I said, maybe speech might be slurred, all kinds of different things when it comes to communication. But the good thing about Mercury retrograde that I really do love and appreciate is that it helps you to really release and let go of things that maybe you wouldn't have let go of on your own accord, right? So just keep that in mind, that some of you are probably feeling this way in regards to the retrograde, which is normal. It makes sense, right? That it says, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it, right? So it's okay to feel this way. It's okay to let things go, and it's okay to just reflect on, see, there goes the heart space. It's okay to let things go, and it's okay to feel heartbroken about certain things. Again, it's okay to be in your feelings. It's just not okay to stay there all the time, right? So it's okay to be in your feelings, but don't stay there. And then also, people always think that like when there's a breakup that happens, or like something that you have to release, or somebody that you have to release, people always automatically think that that thing or that person, you have to think of in a negative light. And that's not true, because look what the card says, right? It says that I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. It's okay to still think about the good memories. It's okay to still think about something or someone in a really good light. We don't always have to turn it into bad memories. You know what I mean? Like, we don't always have to think about things so negatively. It's okay to also just sit and really reflect and appreciate the good times, but still be sad that there won't be any more memories created or any more stuff. You know what I mean? Like, don't feel in your feelings about the fact that, now all of a sudden you have to think about that experience or that person in such a negative light, because that's not the case. That's not so. Guys, if you hear Mike in the background, I am so sorry. He's being good and staying up so that we can go school shopping. So Okay, some of you really need to focus on your spirituality this week. Like some of you really need to amp up, however that looks like for you, right? Maybe creating a space where you go and you journal, you sit, you pray, you know, you sit and meditate. You know, I know for me, I can't wait for the fall so that the bugs are gone, so I can go and actually go sit on my porch in the morning when the sun is rising. Like it's one of the things I like truly enjoy. It like centers me, it grounds me. Some of you really need to create a sacred space for yourself, all right? For again, some of you that may look like an altar, right? Maybe something like this where you set up and then you sit, like I said, you know, you journal, you pray, you kind of, you know, just get into your own vibe to start your day. For some of you, it might look different. Maybe for some of you, you just, before you get up from the bed, you sit up and then you pray when you know, before you even put your feet on the ground. For some of you, maybe while you're taking a shower, you're saying affirmations and all that stuff. So it's going to look different for everybody, but a lot of you are really being called to kind of focus on that this week. And I've been saying that a lot of my lives, guys. You know that I've literally been trying to get you guys to really reflect on faith and spirituality. And again, that looks different for everybody, right? My way is not going to always be the right way. You have to consider like what works for you. I am a very non-judgmental person where I actually always love and appreciate researching things and then taking bits and pieces of things that I feel that I like, and then I create my own stuff out of it. You guys can do the same this week, right? You're definitely being called to really just truly focus on faith and spirituality to get you through this week, especially again, like I said, with this retrograde energy. It's been really tough, guys. It's been really tough. So I want you guys to really try and focus on faith and spirituality. I say it all the time. You know, one of my friends actually says to me, you know, stay prayed up. And she's like, but I know you do. She's like, I know you always do. And I'm like, girl, you know it, right? And then some of you really need to take charge of your health, right? Some of you need to schedule that annual checkup, whether that be obviously GYN, which we know every woman obviously is not the happiest to go, but really honestly, it's not that bad. And any type of dental, any type of physical, anything like that, just make sure, my water signs, okay, just make sure you stay on top of your health, because sometimes taking on people's energies, it can really affect us, you know, emotionally and physically through our bodies and stuff. And sometimes you don't realize that it can create other things within our body, like health-wise. So just make sure you're staying on top of your health. Again, whether that be just maybe cleansing yourself, you know, clearing your energy, clearing your space, or actually sitting down and making that appointment this week, right? But just make sure you're staying on top of your health. Ooh, that came out really quick for you guys. Some of you feel stressed about work. Some of you feel overwhelmed. Like maybe some of you are behind in some sort of work. Maybe some of you are behind in some sort of stuff that you feel like you need to do and get done. My Pisces, Cancer, Scorpios. It's okay to feel the stress. Again, I think I just did a video about this morning. Like, it's okay to feel the stress about it. Like, just adapt. You have to adapt to the energy that is kind of coming towards you, basically, right? So like if things are a little behind, again, Mercury retrograde, if things are a little bit behind and you feel like you're so stressed out, just go with the energy, go with the flow, because I'm telling you that by the end of the week, you'll feel better, right? Like by the end of the week, it's just like if you just do that final push, it's gonna feel less stressed out, okay? You're gonna feel less stressed. I know some of you are feeling the burden and responsibility of things. And again, you feel like you're burnt out, like you can't go another minute. I get it, I get it. Keep pushing through that energy and you will feel better by the end of the week, okay? And then lastly, some of you are definitely accepting lessons and really learning stuff through this retrograde, which I'm really excited to see, because some of you are really releasing a lot of baggage here. Some of you, and look at this, is your energy, like right here with the water. Even though it's a swords card, it's water energy, meaning that with this retrograde happening, a lot of you are putting in a lot of thought. Instead of really focusing on feelings, you're putting in a lot of thought, because a lot of us always base decisions on our emotions. And the retrograde is really calling for us to really think about things, right? Take your emotions out of it and just really think about things, because certain people and things really need to be released. And if you don't choose to do it on your own, trust me when I tell you that God and the universe are going to do it anyway. They're going to be like, nope, these people are not good for you. We're getting rid of them. This thing is not good for you. We're going to get rid of it. You know, this habit is not good. So bam, we're going to make something make you sick or something like that, you know, right? So you don't focus on it. So just be mindful that this is going to be obviously a very intense week for you guys. But if you stay true to your vibe and true to your energy and just kind of stay chill, you can power through it, okay? Just power through it, my water signs, my Pisces, Cancer, Scorpios. You guys are very resilient. You're very powerful. So just make sure that as long as, again, you're staying adaptable to the energy and going with the flow, it will be okay. All right? I love you guys, and I'll see you next week.